This is Valley News Live at noon.
Water flooded streets in Argyle, Minnesota last night after heavy persistent rain. We received reports of more than 6 or 7 inches of rain in that area. The Marshall County Sheriff says there was about a foot of water over Highway 75 at one point. And last night around 11:30, a car hydroplaned and ended up in the ditch with water up to the roof of the car. The water has gone down a bit, and the sheriff says no roads are closed right now. Well, rain continues to fall in many parts of the valley with brief but heavy downpours here in the FM Metro. Let's check in with meteorologist Lisa Green. Happy Thursday, Lisa.
Happy Thursday, almost to the end of the week. And we've got rain, more of it on the way. And there may be similar conditions to what we saw last night in that area where we get rainstorms over the same area. So it's something we'll have to watch out for. You mentioned the downpour in Fargo. Well, I've got a time lapse for you here. Since 10 o'clock this morning, we saw that rain hit. And then there have been some breaks in the clouds, and you could see them billowing up and puffing up there. And we'll have more of that as we continue into the day today. And in fact, the Southern Valley has the opportunity at a little more sunshine. That'll be nice to brighten things up. But here's the problem with that. That sun helps to heat up the valley, and that creates more instability and may fuel more thunderstorms heading into the afternoon. So you can see on our radar and satellite map, we've got more areas, more breaks in the clouds and sunshine coming through. There's a little shower over Detroit Lakes, a couple of cells trying to get going right here into the northern part, right around Barnesville and south and in the northern part of Wilkin County. Fargo's quieting down because this is all moving to the north. So in Norman County, we've got some good downpours happening, stretching up toward the Crookston area in Polk County. Grand Forks getting some rain right now, and some heavy rain, unfortunately, right in Marshall County here and on the western corner and edge of Marshall County. This is where we're seeing some of the heaviest rain, right in those places where we already picked up way too much. So this is going to continue to lift northward, and we'll see that potential for more storms popping as we head into the afternoon. Here's a look at the latest severe storm risk. It's been adjusted a little bit, not as much of the valley included in this dark green area, which is the marginal risk area for severe storms, where we're looking at the potential for hail up to 1 inch in diameter, gusts to 60 miles per hour. And there is a threat for more tornadoes today. That landspout type of tornado we were talking about yesterday, right along the boundary that stalled out, has been bringing that heavy rain. We'll be watching out for that today. So more severe weather possible. Well, the latest coming up in just a couple of minutes.
And we'll stay tuned with you to find out what else to expect, especially throughout the afternoon. Thanks, Lisa. Well, new at noon, fire officials are now saying the damage estimate for a Fargo strip mall is more than $1 million. The fire marshal tells us the building is an estimated $1.25 million loss, and everything inside is a $200,000 loss. Now, the strip mall along 32nd Avenue South went up in flames earlier this month and destroyed a physical therapy office in Gigi's Playhouse, a Down Syndrome Achievement Center. Other businesses in the mall were also affected, and since then, Gigi's Playhouse and Bodyworks Physical Therapy have both said they will come back from this. Gigi's Playhouse is hoping to raise $3.5 million for a new building. A man will spend 6 months in the Cass County Jail for his role in the violent protest in downtown Fargo on May 30th, following the death of George Floyd. Kyle McLean pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit criminal mischief. Prosecutors say McLean threw rocks toward a police line and was among people who forced their way into a restaurant. He was seen trying to open a cash register, which had already been emptied. McLean is ordered to pay $1,500 for damages and serve 1 year probation after he's released. Attorneys for the state and for 3 former Minneapolis police officers charged in the death of George Floyd are making oral arguments today before the Minnesota Court of Appeals. Prosecutors are looking to add the charge of aiding and abetting third-degree murder to the case. Thomas Lane, Jay King, and Joe Tao are already charged with aiding and abetting both second-degree murder and manslaughter. Prosecutors want the new count after the appeals court ruled in February that a third-degree murder charge could apply in cases where only one person is endangered. The defense says it's impossible for someone to aid in third-degree murder because that crime does not require intent. West Fargo police officers are taking calls again today after some time off to grieve the death of a fallen brother in blue. 40-year-old Adam Gustafson died from a heart attack while at the police station. From then until this morning, area law enforcement were covering calls for the city of West Fargo. Gustafson was a 10-year veteran of the department. Funeral plans are pending. Fargo City officials are looking for input from a public on what to do with the former Mid-America Steel site that was set on fire twice this past year. Fargo's Planning and Development Department is hosting an open house on the topic tonight. It's happening from 5 to 7 at the Sky Commons Conference Center, which is just down from the Fargo Civic Center. A second open house will happen in June. Now, this all stems from those fires at the building along 2nd Street North and NP Avenue. The first fire at the city-owned property was reported on March 22nd. An 18-year-old and 2 juveniles are facing arson charges. Another arson happened on April 11th, and 2 juveniles are facing charges in that fire. Major construction on I-94 is moving today. It's heading toward Veterans Boulevard in West Fargo. Southbound traffic will be reduced to a single lane on the overpass bridge there. The 2 west lanes for southbound traffic on the 9th Street Bridge will be closed. Also be ready to slow down. Speeds are reduced to 25 miles per hour through the work zone. A traffic warning for people in downtown Fargo. NP Avenue is down to 1 lane in each direction for emergency work. You'll see cones between 2nd Street North and 3rd Street North. The city says crews will work on a water main and construction should be done by this Monday. 2 months after getting crushed by farming equipment, Garrett McCaustin is considered a miracle. Garrett is walking around with a brace to help support his back. The surgery that was performed in Fargo left him with 2 plates, 10 screws, and a brace placed inside him. While Garrett recovers from the surgery, the volunteer group Farm Rescue stepped in to help the McFadden family with their farm. There will be a fundraiser for Garrett at the Sibley Subbusters on June 12th. If you know a farming family in need that is in the crisis, you can reach Farm Rescue at 701-252-2017. As you fire up the grill this summer, remember to keep safety top of mind. Your grill should stay at least 10 feet away from your home. Further is always better. And make sure to clean your grill regularly. Grease buildup can add more fuel for that fire. Check for gas leaks, and it's a good idea to keep a spray bottle handy just in case of flare-ups.
If you take care of a grill, it's going to last quite a while. We have customers come in with gas grills that are 20 years old and they work just fine.
Another tip reminder, don't turn on the gas while your grill lid is closed. The gas buildup could explode in your face. And never leave your grill unattended or grill indoors. If you're looking for a way to extend your grocery budget, head to Lutheran Church of the Good Shepherd in Moorhead today for a pop-up food pantry. Ruby's Pantry in Moorhead is hosting the drive-through events on the 3rd Thursday of every month. Registration starts at 5:30, and for a $20 donation, food bundles are available from 5:30 to 7. Good Shepherd is located at 4028th Street South in Moorhead. It's opening night for students at Davies High School putting on their spring musical, The Addams Family. All the familiar characters are there and the modern musical take on the show. Well, the young actors and musicians will take the stage at 7:30 tonight. You can also see it tomorrow and Saturday at 7:30 and a Sunday matinee at 2. Limited seating is available, but if you want to check it out, adults are $8 and students can watch for $6. Tickets can be purchased at the Fargo School District box office website. Well, it's been 100 years since the Tulsa Massacre. Coming up in your news at noon, how survivors could see legal remedies. And a very muggy afternoon, many places seeing rain as well. We're up next to plan your day with meteorologist Lisa Green.